Good morning, everybody. It is Monday. Just finished dropping off the kids, so right now I'm heading over to the gym. Gonna do my first day back training. It's gonna definitely be different because I'm used to just going in and have basically two muscle groups per day, kind of a thing. Usually on the first day, Mondays, I would always do chest and triceps because both pushing muscles, and try to, I would say probably between four to six exercises each. Usually with chest, I do regular bench press, then the incline, decline, then I would start to incorporate a single arm on a machine, really work out there, and then I would do dumbbell overheads to work out right here, and then one other cable flies. Then for triceps, I would do cable pull downs, skull crushers, close grip bench, and a couple other things. So it's going to be different because I know we're going to be working out shoulders today. So basically what I'm following is a strongman program by Mitchell Hooper. If you don't know him, he was World's Strongest Man 2024. He's kind of like, he's a Canadian strongman, and he developed a program that I'm following is No Pain Strongman. So this is going to be helping, build up strength, but at the same time, not as in no pain, as in like my muscles are still going to be sore and everything, but it's going to be more for where I'm not going to overdo and hurt myself, as in like a lot of my joints and everything. It'll be more geared towards that, also strengthening those parts so that I don't get hurt in the future. That's the biggest worry, especially for people that are around my age and then also has families and everything. That's a big stopping point for a lot of people, is scared that you're going to get hurt and then you're going to be out of work, or you can't do certain things, or because of just how busy life is and everything. So I wanted to try this out because the big emphasis is that it's not, yes, you're going to be storing everything, but you're not doing weird motions and everything where you're going to hurt yourself, and strengthen the parts that's going to help you not to get hurt in the future, kind of a thing. So excited for that. I know today I believe it is shoulders and pressing. I know that there's, I want to say about 6. Oh, sorry, my camera's acting all goofy. There's about 6 workouts that need to be done, so it's a lot less time for me, which is nice, so I can get around and go and taking care of other things, but we'll see how things go.
Alright, we're at the new digs, and nice thing is, nobody's here. I've never had this in a long time, is nobody at the gym. Oh my goodness. But I like the setup. I like how it goes. Again, we're at Maximum Level Fitness. This is my new home. And as you can tell, a little bit portly. It was eating quite a bit. And you probably noticed some of my camera gear. Got the Ray-Ban Meta glasses, so just to help out, not have to have a phone in front of me the whole time, so I could just stare at the mirror and go from there. So let's get started. So this is really cool. So I'm on the 3rd floor, and they got strongman implementations and everything. Fake AstroTurf. Just checking everything out. Plenty of bathrooms. I love that. That's awesome. Alright. That's cool. Warm-ups. So let's get into the bench press. Bench press is next. is hard for me because I had never done with bench press. I've always brought it all the way down to my chest and then up. This program wants me to stop like 2 inches before I hit the chest. So yeah, definitely different. Definitely feels good, but definitely different and something to learn because I did bounce off my chest once. So this is a new workout for me. It is called seated bench dumbbell hex press. So basically, you know, with your normal press, you just go from here or like this, but this, you put the dumbbells in the center and then go forward. It's definitely a different rotation, but I mean, it'll probably work out or freaking focus on the pectorals and everything like that. So let's see how it goes. My chest is able to do it, but because the way that my triceps are burning out pretty quick, so I'm gonna have to go lower. next one is seated dumbbell tricep extension. So basically was gonna sit here, but I'm super short. Well, I'm not super short, but average height, and this one's made for Gigantor. So I won't be able to use that, so I'm gonna actually do it on the Preacher Curl backwards. But let's get into it. in the obituary section tomorrow. We'll say death by fan. Alright. That was a good workout. Time for my celebration ice tub. And we are at a balmy 56 degrees. Usually it's at like 50, but last couple days we were out of electricity, so my water cooler is working overtime to get it back down to that. So I'm just gonna relax for about 20 minutes and then have my protein shakes, and that's the end of day one. Glad to see everybody. See you tomorrow.